folks, welcome to Myers Metal Detectors, located in sunny Tampa, Florida, where we sell nothing but fun and adventures, treasure hunting gear, and anything you can imagine for metal detecting. Give us a call, 813-237-1939. Happy hunting and dig deeper.
Live from sunny Florida, it's Treasure Talk.
Good evening, one and all. This is Jeff at Treasure Talk. Got a really big show for you tonight. Something y'all been waiting for. I've been waiting for, and I think everybody's been waiting for. Is going to be, we're going to start off our show tonight with two of the most talented people that I know. It's going to be Phil and the PHILHARMONICS. Of course, you know, our beloved guru and his son Philip, who are very talented musicians, and I did a con job on them and kind of shamed them into coming on, but they agreed to it. So you are in for a treat tonight. We're going to have about 15 minutes or so of good old music, foot stomping and yee-hawing and all kind of good stuff. So, and then after that, we will bring in Greg Papalo from Florida Hunt 7, and we've got a whole bunch of questions for him and to get all the updates on Florida Hunt 7 so y'all know then how you can participate and what to expect. But for right now, I'm going to introduce to you Phil and the PHILHARMONICS. There you go. Hey guys. Okay, a little bit closer together. I can't see you, Phil.
There we go. We're a little bit.
Squeeze in, everybody.
Okay.
Hey.
There you go.
There we go.
So introduce your son, please.
Okay, folks. Phil Myers here, and Phil Myers Jr. right here, a little bit behind me, wearing the mask. He's being cautious because of the coronavirus. But we're going to go ahead and pick a little bit. Philip is a doctor over at Molecule, a company out of USF. And he actually makes, his company actually makes the clean air purifying machines that you see in hospitals, houses, and everywhere else that you don't want to have a virus. So everybody,
Do your disclaimer too. I forgot to do that.
oh, this disclaimer, and I don't even have that here, Jeff. So maybe we can pull that up later. But I can say real quick,
The
opinions of the folks and guests on the show are theirs, and not necessarily Phil Myers, Myers Metal Detectors, Jocelyn Myers, or Jeff Monin. So that's the abbreviated version of it. So let me see if I can get this camera here. There we go.
There you go. That's perfect.
Okay. So ready to kick it off?
Let's do it.
You ready, Jeff?
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. All right.
All right. Hey, 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 hey.
That was hard to do. I got to keep reminding myself to breathe in this hot room here.
And Graham said
Oh.
you
I need a piece of straw in my mouth. Yeah, I guess so.
Well,
So how
that's
much
okay.
time do we have left, Jeff?
Oh, you got about 10 more minutes.
Oh, jeez. Well, we'll pick one more, and then we'll get to treasure talk.
Well, let's do one that kind of features Pep.
You want one? You want to sing one, or
No, let's just. Why don't we just do Cripple Creek? I think
okay?
that's
We'll
good
do
enough.
Cripple Creek. Okay. Want me to do it? All right.
All right. All right. Okay, well, I'm going to turn it over to you while I get Greg's link sent out,
Okay.
if
Well,
you don't mind.
coming over here and helping me out
Thanks y'all for having
and making me look good. It's
I
it's
tell you
always
what, it's
fun when-
good.
It's always
There ain't
fun
no getting around that.
play music with your son and a family member. It's just awesome. Thank you, son.
Drive safe.
Now let me throw this out of the way, and then we'll get right to it.
That's right.
Your case, honey?
And you invited Greg, right? From Florida Hunt 7.
I am fixing to do that right now.
All right, let me just remind folks that at the shop we're open on Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. And if you haven't done so already, 2021 is shaping up to be an excellent year. And we've got our calendars. If you haven't got one already, be sure to stop in and pick that up. No purchase necessary. Just say hello and pick up a calendar.
Yeah, but you're going to get one whether you want it or
And, boy,
not.
yeah.
You win your prize tonight.
Yes. Yes. If you buy something on eBay, on my eBay store, on my website, you're going to get one in there unless you tell me that you don't want it, but you're still going to get it.
Thank you. You're great.
Oh, goodness. That's hard to do that picking like that.
Oh,
Made me
yeah, but I tell you what, people are loving it, my man. They're loving it.
They are.
They
I
were.
don't know about that. It's tough to do
You wanna
live
see
like
the
that.
comments,
But anyway, so for the folks who, I did have a couple reminders, and I probably shouldn't be saying this, but Coil Tech is coming out with 3 coils for the Equinox. There's I think it's a 5x10, 11x14, and a 15-inch coil coming out for the Equinox by Coil Tech. And we're going to have the gentleman for Coil Tech on again, aren't we?
Yep,
Jeff?
we sure are. Trevor is coming up. Let me see. I think it's in May. Let me double check for sure, and I will tell you.
Yeah, because I had.
See, I've got one of those awesome Myers calendars here.
There we go.
Okay.
Hey, that's
So
gonna
y'all are getting one, and you need to love it.
Yes.
Okay, Trevor from Coil Tech. Let's see. Well, actually, he's on April 26th.
Awesome. Hopefully, we'll have those coils by then.
Probably.
Yeah,
I
put
would
in
hope
the order,
so.
so hopefully they'll be here. And
Yeah.
also a heads up for anybody who wants a MindLab Equinox 800. They have announced a price increase, so get that before February 1st if you want it. You'll save yourself, I believe it's $50. So
Yeah,
do that for sure.
you will. You save a lot of money.
Absolutely.
So make sure that you purchase. Okay, let's see.
Did we get Greg on?
He is coming up right now.
Awesome.
Hello, Mr. Gregory.
Hey, Greg. How we doing there? I'm not hearing any sound, Jeff.
Can you hear Greg? Can you speak?
Nothing.
Turn your volume up.
There he is.
I see him, but I don't have any volume.
We don't have any sound on you, man.
We see him.
Yeah? Okay, how about now, Greg? Can you hear us? Can't hear you, man.
Turn it up.
You know he's here.
Turn it up.
Turn it up. Can you see that?
I can hear you guys.
Oh, there
Okay.
you go. We got you.
Okay.
Perfect.
Now we're good.
See,
Okay.
problem is this laptop, I had a lot of settings for other webcams and gaming equipment, and it's still, I got to take all that stuff off there because every time I log into this, it always automatically goes to those first.
Well,
All right. Well, I see you got
We
your
got it
Florida
covered
6
now.
shirt on.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, it's so funny with the past, and we're glad you're on, Greg. The past couple of shows, everybody's asking me, what's Florida on 7?
It's
So funny.
it is blown up because Kellyco put a newsletter out too.
Yeah.
Literally, we have 400. We have over 400 people on the for the event right now, and there's almost another 200 plus that are wanting to join. And we weren't going to go above 450 because now we're trying because it's just going to get too crowded out there. But we may go as high as 500, but we don't know. We're kind of playing it by ear right now because there was some people on the page that had no intentions of going. So I'm trying to clear them off the actual attendance list to be able to add some of these other folks. So
Awesome. Well, how big is the property? I've got a whole list of questions, but how large is the property that?
probably a little over 600 that we're having. We had little less than 400.
No, I'm asking the size of the property.
Oh, it was well, we have 600 acres.
Oh, 600 acres. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's got a little bit of history on it too, then, right?
It goes back to 1539 was the late when DeSoto came through there. The Indians tried to ambush them. They killed several thousand Indians, and yeah, so and Spanish silver was found last year. Somebody found a half real later in the day on Saturday.
Well,
So, and there was some Civil War troop movement through the area as well.
okay, so let's just start going down the list, huh, Jeff?
Okay.
Yep, go down the list.
Okay, so where is the Florida Hunt 7 located, and what is the address?
Let me pull up the address for you. It's Soldier Freedom Outdoors. It's in Melrose, Florida. I believe
Melrose, Florida.
it's Southeast 8th Avenue.
Okay.
In Melrose. I'd have to get if they look up Soldier Freedom Outdoors, it's the first thing that pulls up when you look it up.
And who can participate and how do they go about doing it?
Well, as of right now, as far as the Facebook page goes, we're not taking on any new people, but like I said, within the next week, I'll be reopening it up. They can. It is open to the public as far as coming out, but I mean, if somebody lives far away, they don't want to take a chance of not being able to detect by showing up. But there's a Facebook page for the hunt. They can sign up on there, and I'm going to go through the list, and I'll be accepting probably people later this week for the final list.
Right, and if how many? So prepay a lot. They can prepay
Oh,
right now.
yeah, prepay through on the Facebook page. There's a link for PayPal. It's $50 for the 2 days. It gets you in the raffles that we're gonna have, and we're also gonna have some barbecue that they're gonna make out there. That's separate. And there's a lot of raffles that a lot of these VIPs and guests that are coming. There's a lot of raffles of unique items and other stuff that a lot of people have stepped up to donate to raise some money.
That's awesome. And so the cost for the hunt?
It's $50 for the 2 days. It's actually Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday. And I think you have a meet and greet Friday night? Or?
Oh, yep, meet and greet Friday night. That's going to be. I'm still trying to get the address, get the okay for you guys to go live, but I'm playing phone tag with the manager there and his assistant who does a lot of the catering because they're pretty much going to let us stay as late as we need to. But I don't want to inconvenience them too late, and we don't want to be there too late anyway because we're gonna have to get up real early Saturday morning. So
right, and
but
it's dark. Yeah, it probably gets dark at.
Yes, well, I was up there yesterday marking off all the vendor locations, and it was about a little after 6, and it was still you could still see a little bit of light. So 6 o'clock, 6:30, we'll probably we had the drawings and everything around 4:30, 5 o'clock on Saturday, and since it's a 2-day event, and Sunday we'll reopen the field probably around 7:30.
Oh, okay, cool. So
now, Craig, I can interject to hear something, Phil. Now, you said the cost is $50. That's if you PayPal online. If you pay at the hunt, it's $60.
If you're on the page, it's still $50. But if you show up and you're not on the Facebook page, like say some random person hears about it and shows up, then it's $60. But I went and changed the writing on that to because somebody else caught me on that too, and I was like, no, if you're on the Facebook page, you're good to go. And it's $50 whether you pay at the meet and greet at the door or online for PayPal. But if you show up, and I reworded it, if you just show up and you're not on the page or you're not, then it's $60.
Oh, good. That means I'll have an extra $10 to buy a drink.
There you go, or some barbecue. Hey,
Yeah.
real quick, I guess we
Yep.
better announce that again. The dates. Announce the
Feb-
dates.
Yep, February 19th is the meet and greet. The 20th is a Saturday. That's the main event. And then Sunday is the open field hunt day where you can just kind of go and, we won't be providing food and the vendors won't be set up on Sunday. So some of the vendors may still be there, but I don't know if they're going to have to be set up to, sell anything or anything.
Okay, and then I guess we've got a question here. Where do all the proceeds for the tickets go?
They're going to Camp Freedom. Soldier Freedom Outdoors is a nonprofit, and they use that money to be able to facilitate everything that they do out there for our vets, from equine horse therapy, fishing, hunting. The money's going to go in. It goes into the camp, and and getting things that they need out there for them, for the vets.
Right. So tell us a little bit more about the vets are coming out there. What, they have PTSD or
PTSD. You've got some that are just regular. I mean, anybody who served, you don't necessarily have to be a combat veteran or, they'll invite all kinds of veterans. If you served, 1 year to 30 years, you served your country. They're out there, to make you feel at home. It's a home away from home, as Dan puts it.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah. The house there is basically, you'll see when you pull in, there's the main house that was by where we had the barbecue and stuff. That's the house that the vets stay in.
Nice. So for veterans with health problems or disabled vets, are there any special arrangements made?
Yeah, they've got a ramp, I believe, to get into the house, and they go above and beyond to make sure that vets that need to, that want to participate in things out there, that they can make sure that they feel at home and are part of the event.
Oh, awesome. And are they able to hunt too?
At my event?
Yes.
I don't think they're going to have any actual vets out there on property for their weekend. There might be, but last year we didn't have any either because they didn't want to interfere with them being able to relax. 400 or 500 people on the property with you. It might not be too relaxing.
Yeah, that wouldn't be relaxing for me.
Okay, now let me interrupt here for a minute, Phil. Greg, I think what Phil was asking is at the hunt, if we've got some veterans, and I know that I'm bringing a guy that is a veteran that's got health problems. Is there going to be anything like a four-wheeler or anything where you can kind of ferry these guys out to some of the places they want to hunt?
There is a four-wheeler that they have out there, and I will be able to utilize that to bring people to the other side of the field. But obviously, if it's being used for other things, I have to wait till it's made available so that I can get people moved around. And we drove around on it the other day, and it pretty much can go around the whole outskirts of the lake and down some of the trails, so we can get people out there that need to be, put out there in the field somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah, so you'll be accommodating to anybody who's got a disability. Yeah, that's nice because 600 acres, that's a big parcel.
Yeah, and there's quite a bit of it. There's a lot of trails. There's a lot of open. The new area, I haven't got a chance to look at the new 200 acres, but from Google Earth, it looks pretty. Some of it's open, some of it's got some trees and brush, but it definitely is going to be interesting because it's on it's on the same side of the field that we had a lot of the silver was found in that area. So we're hoping that it kind of ties into it somewhere.
Absolutely. And this is not a seeded hunt then, right?
No, all my hunts are all natural.
Yeah.
That's why they've kind of grown in popularity that way.
Yeah, I think so too, because I think people want to search older areas that, I mean, myself, I don't like the competition hunts. I participate in them. I do.
Yeah, I haven't done one yet, but I've seen them online, and it looks like I'd be pulling my hair out, and I don't have much, so.
Yeah, I participate in them because of my business. I'll put them on, but really, I like to find stuff in the natural state. It's just a different feeling when you pull out that real or you pull out a buck that's 150 years old. It's a totally different feeling. So that's good that the people will be able to find old stuff like that. Well, let me keep.
I got one question from a YouTube user.
You go right ahead, Jeff.
They want to know if can they bring their own golf cart?
I'd have to find out. If it's for medical reasons, then possibly, but I have to find out just because of limited parking that we're gonna have. We don't want to have a bunch of trailers and but
Right.
I'll find out. I'll find out about that.
Okay.
Yeah, and they can
And, like,
contact you
yeah.
on the Facebook page,
Yep,
correct?
yep, they can do that, and then if they need to be carted around, we'll take care of it. They
Yeah.
don't
feel free to
save
contact-
themselves one extra headache.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So, are you done, Jeff?
Yeah.
All right. So, let me keep going here. Are there any discounts for set up for hotels or in the area for participants?
We tried to get one of the hotels, but they didn't. The business, they unfortunately they said because of COVID this year, that everybody's kind of using that as an excuse. I mean, it is the main reason why a lot of events are going on and stuff with hotels. But I know there are some the hotels are cheaper than normal.
Yeah.
Some of the ones that people are using, I know they're well under $100. I know that. I know the Gator Town Inn. A lot of people were staying there, and they stayed there last year, and they still had rooms as far as I knew. The end of the week, end of last week.
Yeah. Well, I think your hunt is going to be a really big one because nobody's done anything in so long.
Yeah, and we've got we've got KG and Ringy.
Yeah.
We've got Deb from Mind Lab.
Right.
Let's see, we got Kellyco. We've got the whole Kellyco team. We're not just talking Carolyn. We're talking the president's coming down, the Tennessee,
Yeah.
the whole the whole gambit's coming down to Florida for this. And we also got Gold Digger.
Yeah, Ron Diggetto. I know
Yep,
Ron.
Detect America.
Yes.
Yep.
And you got
White
Treasure
Lady.
Talk. Don't forget us.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got
Yeah,
treasure
Jeff,
talk.
are you
we
gonna
got
want
Myers
to
metal detectors?
Jeff? Are you gonna want to have a table set up, or are you just kind of?
No, I'm just bringing some stuff for the giveaway, but
Yeah, that's what I figured. That's why. Yeah, I was going to ask you tonight if you wanted to have a spot because I had a couple spots that I still had laid out, but we're all good. But I will announce here tonight that we do have a new person.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, are you going to have vendors set up on Sunday?
I'm not sure about that. We may have a couple of them. I know that some of them are still going to be there, but as far as anything to set up like what we're going to have on Saturday, like full blown setups, I don't think so.
Yeah, because I might come up on Sunday morning early.
Yeah.
'Cause, I think it's what, a 2-hour drive from Tampa?
About an hour and 45, 2 hours, depending on construction. Last time I went down to Sarasota, it took me about an hour and a half, 45 to get to Tampa.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll have to think about that. See if I can rearrange my schedule. See, Saturday's a big day for us.
Yeah.
To shop.
Yeah.
It's hard to cut down for that.
No worries. But we are proud to announce that through a few avenues, we were able to. American Digger magazine is now coming to be at the event as well. So.
Oh, cool.
This is the first time I've announced that.
Yeah, we've had Butch on the show before. He's a good guy. I like
him. So it'll be my first time. There's a lot of first time people getting to meet, and you got Russ from First Texas Products too. He just joined on the bandwagon too. So
So what are you doing for COVID prevention there? Because you're going to
my Home Depot. I'm still waiting for the paperwork to go through, but I'm getting masks and hand sanitizer donated by my Home Depot that I work part-time at. So, and obviously people, and I've posted it a couple of times, they need to, respect each other and keep their distance. And, when moving around, if you're around people to, make sure you have your mask. Yep.
Yeah, wear your mask and clean your hands. And
the
whole 9 yards.
I'm going to have a few gallons of hand sanitizer. I'm just waiting. I've been off work for a few days. So hopefully when I get there this week, they'll be able to get me that stuff and I can add it to the pile that's growing behind me.
Okay, awesome. So I'm just going to keep going down the list of questions we have. And Josh, if you get some questions, just hand them over to me. Will there be food and drink available to purchase at hunt, like breakfast or lunch?
There will be lunch. They're going to have barbecue smoked chicken and pork like they did last year with 2 sides and a drink for like $8.
Okay, cool. where is the meet and greet located? And what
That's
are the
good.
times?
Yeah, go ahead.
What are the times, and can participants pay their fee there? That's a big question.
It's going to be at Hurricane BTW in Gainesville. It's right off the interstate. It's a BTW is burgers, tacos, and wings, and they're really known for their milkshakes and some other stuff. So it's a large enough venue for 100 and something, maybe close to 150, and they have outdoor seating. So people are going to have to kind of share. If you're done eating or whatever, more people are showing up. We just don't want to get the place shut down by the county because they're over populated the building there. But I think we'll be fine. We had about 100 people show up last year at the meet and greet, but you can pay at the meet and greet as well. And I will have, for those that are prepaying, I have envelopes. I got a big stack behind me or over here. You'll have your map, your waiver, your wristband, and your raffle ticket. So at the meet and greet, if they've already prepaid, I'll hand those off. Just don't lose your raffle ticket and don't lose your wristband. But that's been a tedious task this year. Something I wanted to do a little bit different. We did the prepay because last year we had a lot of they made food for 250 people and only about 115 showed, and that's why we're doing it this way this year. And we're probably over 150 to 100 and maybe 50 or 150, 160 already prepaid.
Prepaid, you got 160. Okay.
Close to that. I mean, it was about 130 something last time I checked, but I've been before I got on the show, I had to go to PayPal. I had more notifications. So.
Okay, let me interject a minute here, Phil. Now, Knock the Macro is going to be there as well, aren't they, Greg?
Yep. Dwight with New Age Unis and Nocta. Yep. Okay. And we may have someone else coming. I'm not sure yet who.
Okay.
Now, what about porta potties?
They'll have those in the same spot they did last year, right on the cement slab, across from the right next to where I'll be sitting. So
you got to have a porta potty. Absolutely. Yeah. I think you've already discussed this, Greg, but let's remind the folks. Are there still spots for people to join and enter the hunt?
There will be in the next week. I'm still, deciphering the list. And if people get with me, we can try to work something out. I'm trying not to over inundate what's going on out there. But I mean, a lot of people at the last minute have tried to. I mean, the list went from 58 people to 200. I think it's 211 now on the list waiting to join. So, but if you go on the list, if you request to join, please fill out the questionnaire. If you leave it blank, you're going to get deleted.
Okay.
There's 3 questions that they have on there they have to fill out.
Now this is a really good one. Is it possible for people to make a special donation to Soldiers Freedom Outdoors if they can't participate in the hunt? If so, how can they do it?
You can go directly to their website if you want to do it that way, or you can do it through the page, through the PayPal, but this way, if they see, I think if they go through the website, it just means a lot more to them that, the word's gotten out,
Can you go ahead and post that website on our
sure
page?
Yeah, that's not a problem. I can pull that up. Yep. It's
okay. And then here's another good one here. If people fly in for the hunt, will they be able to rent shovels or hand diggers?
I'm pretty sure there's enough people there. I've got probably a half dozen. We'll make sure with all the vendors there, we'll be taking care of people.
Okay. All right, cool. Is this a family friendly hunt? Can people bring their kids and other family members?
Oh yeah, we've got tons of people bringing their grandkids, their kids, and the kids. There's no charge for the children to detect, so the kids are free.
Kids are free. Awesome.
Just don't bring 12 kids.
Well, you might have a big family.
Bring the whole neighborhood.
Oh goodness, that's funny. Oh, all right. Well, let's keep going here. Okay, this is a big one. Talk about this one. What is the history for the area of the hunt? Please tell us what people can hope to find.
Well, let's see. Last year we had everything from 3 ringers, the musket balls. We had the Spanish half real. A handful of large cents were found. Couple U.S. silver coins, and there was a couple relics. Was one lock plate cover that was found that dated back to the Civil War, so it can be all the way from the 1800s to modern. We found, of course, the typical pull tabs and everything else were found as well.
Nice. Well, the pull tabs, we can't go to any hunt without finding some.
Yeah.
So you got to have them. So
Gotta find those memorials.
Yeah.
you got to find the stinking Lincolns, and you got to have the pull tabs. All righty. So Jeff, did you have anything?
No, that was about it. How many more questions you got on the list?
Oh, I got plenty more.
Okay. Let's ask them, and then when you see the crawler going across the screen, you know it's giveaway time.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Well, so the history, Melrose has got a lot of history then there. How about the parking situation at the hunt? Would it be better for people to carpool from the hotels?
If I recommend it, if you've got people it would behoove you to carpool, but don't inconvenience yourself. I mean, we're going to open, and we've already figured out that we have one of the fields that we're going to open to have overflow parking. But the parking will be the same way it was last year, except for one side's going to be a little shorter because the vendors are going to wrap around one side. And then they'll park and just try to. I'm going to have I've already got a couple volunteers that are going to help park people because people really didn't park too well last year. But last year parking wasn't really a problem. So, but this year we want to get people a little tighter and make sure everybody can get a decent spot. And we'll have people parking people inside the field, but we just don't want to take away from the field, because good stuff was found in the field that's right by there. So we don't want to take too much of the field up. So.
Right. If you're using the hunt area for parking, then you can't hunt there.
Yeah.
They can fly drones.
Someone is asking, can you fly drones there?
Now you can fly drones now. Last year, if it's one of the drones that you need a license for, get with me and I can get you written permission that you can use it. Because we had to get written permission for my guy that had the drone, but it was one of the big drones. If it's a small little kid's toy drone or something, I don't see a problem with it.
Yeah. So if you have any questions on the drone usage, just get with Greg.
If it's one of the, I forget what that one drone is that's really expensive. I can't think of it now, but it's it costs more than, than a couple detectors. I know it's quite pricey. I wouldn't want to lose it in the lake. That's all.
Yeah, so get with Greg on the drone. I don't know anything about drones. I've already got one cool hobby. I don't need to have two.
Yeah, I've got a cheap $150 drone that was on sale for Black Friday and still sitting on the shelf. I tried to fly it one time. I hit my wife with it, and that was it. So.
You're lucky you're still alive.
Yeah.
That's all it would take.
Well, it was really windy. It was really windy. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. It was really windy.
I've got a question from a YouTube user about disabled parking.
They do have a couple spots up front, but if they have disabled parking, we'll get them parked. They have priority to park up front.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll make them a
But just make sure they try to have them reach out to me so I know, and then I can put a cone or something, put a few cones out.
Yeah, because I'm sure you're going to have quite a few disabled people who want to hunt. So that's good. You're accommodating to them. Hey, how about RV and camping? Are they able to camp there?
Not on site, no, but there is a campground probably 5 miles away. And I know that link is on the page, but I can have Brandon repost it again. Brandon, he's camped there last year, and he's camping again there this year.
Well, have him posted on Treasure Talk too.
Okay.
Yeah, have them posted there. That way, if somebody wants to camp from the Treasure Talk group, they can get it right off of there. Okay. So what time on Saturday will the gates open for Florida Hunt 7?
Probably 7 a.m. It'll probably be before that, but I'm going to say try not to show up before 7 because the vendors are going to have a day and a half to set up. So we're trying to get everybody set up, so by the time we go to the meet and greet, everything's set up. Because last year, when I pulled in at 6:30, there was already 18 cars, people walking around, and it was, so we're just trying to keep it a little bit more orderly because we've got a lot more people this year. So we need to make sure that the vendors are set up, and then we'll do like we did last year. We've got a couple little things that we're gonna do before we kick off, but we'll probably have the Army the chaplain out there again, and then we'll have the do's and don'ts speech, and then we'll get everybody cracking and get them out there. So by 7:45, 8 o'clock, they should be on the boots on the ground detecting.
Yeah.
So,
And one,
I need to bring up, just because I've been there, is you might want to explain to people that if they are afraid of horses, you need to let everybody know so you can take them and guide them to the places where maybe the horses aren't going to be.
Yeah,
Because
they're gonna.
out there,
Yeah, they're gonna.
fill in their dang holes.
Yeah, well, yeah, and I posted about that as well on the page that if the guys out there catch people not filling their holes, that they're going to be escorted off the property because there's about 18 horses out there and other animals, and not to mention 200 to 300 of us. So, and not like ruining a bad day, having a bad day, having a busted ankle.
yeah, twist an ankle. So, Greg, why don't you real quick run through the don'ts? What you said, do's and don'ts.
Oh, well, the don'ts. Well, obviously, filling in your holes.
Take your trash.
Take your trash. But yeah, and that was another thing. Last year, there was somebody. I don't think that person's there this year, so we don't have to at least not worry from this person. But fill in your holes. Be mindful of others. If you see somebody having a hard, we're all out there to have fun and help each other. So there's a lot of newbies. I've had a lot of people that this is their first. A lot of people with brand new detectors. It's their first big hunt. So as far as to do, be a helping hand. But like you said, fill in your holes. Take your trash with you. Obviously, watch your language. We don't want foul language out there. It's a family friendly event. So I know there's vets that'll be out there, but
Well, still, and another thing.
yeah, language wasn't a problem last year. So
Well, another thing, just to get it out there, haters, stay home.
Yep.
And don't be making fun of the newbies, because remember, at one time you were a newbie too. So you have to learn as do they. So you need to welcome them and help them if you can. And if you're a hater, stay home.
Yeah,
Yep.
to help the new people, and if somebody's not filling their holes, you can talk to them nicely and
Yep.
show them how it has to be done. Because a lot of new people don't know that. I mean, you're on private property, and I'm sure Greg wants to have the hunt there again next year. And if you pick up your trash and fill your holes, it makes it real easy for us to continue that.
Yep.
So
Well,
go ahead.
no, I was gonna say, Florida hunt. Yeah, we're moving one Florida hunt at a time. But yeah, I mean, we've got a lot of different things we're looking at, but we're looking to make that a yearly event, but may not necessarily be a Florida hunt like we see now. But we're definitely gonna make we're gonna continue to support our vets out there. So a couple local people stepped up, and we want to do something, and we're gonna try to get local Florida. We're gonna try to make local. Well, not local, but any Florida club that wants to be part of it to kind of get their hand in on that, and we'll, try to stay up every year.
It's a great cause, and you should have hundreds of people come.
Yep.
So, my last question I had on the list was, and I already asked that up front, and that was, is this a seated hunt? We know it's not a seated hunt.
Nope.
I'm sure some of the vendors will be there too, like Debbie from Mind Lab. If you have,
We will. I believe Nocta and Mind Lab will both have test gardens.
right. So if
Yep.
you have a NACA or a Mind Lab detector, I'm sure that they will help you learn your detector. So if you're a newbie and you want to learn a little more about your detector, I know Debbie will for sure help you, and I'm sure Dwight will from the New Age Goonies.
And Debbie even said she'll help people with other detectors. She's that's
Oh yeah,
no,
very- absolutely. So Jeff, I see you got the
banner.
banner running. So
So just a quick thing. If you're a YouTube watcher, you have to text. If you're a Facebook watcher, you can text or Facebook Messenger. Once we draw your name, you have 3 minutes. And if you don't answer within the 3 minutes, then we move on to the next person. So, are you ready, Philip?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, for the prize number 1, the T-shirt, the beach pouch, and a wonderful Myers Metal Detectors calendar, we have a
Me.
YouTube winner, Rusty Digger.
Rusty Digger.
So it's 7:45. Rusty, you got 3 minutes.
3 minutes to text us, and it's on the or Facebook messages. And Greg, while we're waiting for him, let's talk about the type of tools you need to be digging there. There's some of the areas wooded, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everything from hand diggers to you know, like small shovels. Well, I just moved my shovel, but you know, the standard metal detecting shovel.
Yeah.
And honestly, the ground is really, really soft in parts, but then other parts you'll get some roots when you get into the woods.
Roots.
Yeah,
So-
but other than that, I don't recall anybody complaining about you know, having problems digging or anything.
Well, so they could use a long-handled shovel or
Yep,
ledge
yep.
digger. They can use
Yep.
that. They can use anything, but they just have to make sure they fill their
Fill your holes. And if you got trash, I'm gonna try to have a couple 5-gallon buckets along the trail so that people can dump some of their trash so they don't like leave it out there.
Absolutely. And did you so any type of tool and any type of detector that they have, they could use
Oh yeah.
just as long as they fill their holes.
Yep. No backhoes though.
No back. It's gotta be
Okay,
hand-
Rusty Digger's here. He's got that. So, Rusty Digger, you need to send me your info to treasuretalkshow@gmail.com so we can get your prize mailed out. Prize number 2, which is a T-shirt, a detecting apron, and a beautiful Myers Metal Detecting calendar. That person, you have 3 minutes, is Greg Wilkerson. So, Greg, it is 7:47. You got 3 minutes, my man.
All right.
Text Phil, me, or Facebook Messenger.
Absolutely.
I saw somebody asking about pulse detectors. I mean, I'm not too familiar with them. I know people do use them like up in Virginia and stuff, but from what I was told, that I don't know, when you're around, you know, the VLF detectors, that kind of they would mess with the pulse. So I don't know, maybe some.
Opposite way. The pulse would mess with the VLF.
Oh, okay.
detector.
Okay.
But your area is so large, you know, you got to be
Yeah.
like 20 feet from them. So
Yeah.
if somebody does have a pulse, I don't see why they
I mean,
would
yeah.
would use a pulse, because you're with a pulse you hey, looks like he says, yeah, I won. Somebody
I don't know
texted
who
me.
said I won.
So text me back your name, my friend. And because he's, I guess he's here. But
I guess. Well, you got to put your name, guys. Just
Yeah,
to
put
say,
your-
yeah, I won. If phone number comes through, we don't know what your phone number is.
Yes, so I'm sure it's him. But add your name to that text real quick. But anyway, back to the pulse. I'm sure a pulse could be used there, but you're digging every piece of iron that's been dropped. the
Yeah.
last
And there's a
200
lot.
years. So
And there's
I
a lot
think
out that way.
I think I would pass on using a pulse. But if that's all you have, use your pulse. Just don't go real close to other hunters. And yeah, I saw that message come across, but
Yeah, it doesn't show a name. It just says YouTube user on my screen, so I didn't know who it was.
Well, they're putting there, woohoo, I won. Rusty
it was
Digger.
Greg Wilkerson. Yes.
Greg
he's-
Wilkerson. Okay,
yes,
he's good.
Thank you, my friend.
Okay, Greg, you know
I
the
think
drill.
Greg has a Naka Simplex, I believe. So if he goes to Florida hunt, Dwight will be there. So if he's got some questions on that, you could ask him for sure.
Okay,
All
get
right.
us your info.
Yes.
And the
Jeff,
third prize of a wonderful Myers metal detecting T-shirt and a beautiful Myers metal detecting calendar is Rachel Epstein. Rachel, if you're here, you got 3 minutes, doll.
And I'm sure she'll text us here soon or
Yep.
Facebook messages.
Yeah, one of the two if she's watching. She usually is.
All righty.
So hopefully the weather's going to be good for the hunt, Greg. It was
Yeah,
like
figure-
chilly in
yeah.
the morning, getting warmed up.
Yeah, it was 32, 33 in the morning, and we were sweating by noon. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Fingers
Yeah.
crossed. And February is not usually a rainy season up here. So
yeah, well, we everybody's looking forward to it. I can tell you that.
Yeah, because nobody's been doing anything, so we got all these people are rearing to go for a hunt. So this is nice.
yep. And I saw somebody else. There was another event that got canceled after mine. There was another event in May, I think, that got canceled somewhere. So yeah, we're going full throttle. You know, we're making sure everybody's gonna have a good time, and you know that's what it's all about. And then all the new people get to learn the hobby and make new friends. It's about seeing the friends that you know, and like with Russ from First Texas. I've known him for 10 years, and we've never met. And that was another one of the reasons he wanted to come out too. And there's so many people that that have helped along the way. We've got Gary Penta, Mark Hoover. I have a Zoom crew that I'm on Zoom meetings with every week. Park Rat, Pat, and all them. Everybody's been stepping up. The Detect America guys, you guys, everybody every week, man, are like they're bringing up the event, and that's what's made it so big. So I want to thank everybody for helping make it what it is, and we look forward to having everybody out there.
Well, it's like this, Greg. If they don't have a good time, it's their own fault.
Yeah, because even as much as I was running around, last year I talked to Dan. I said, "Listen, I got to take your 4-wheeler because I did so many laps, and I wear my boots, and." After a while, and that sand. I was up there yesterday, and it looks like they put a little bit of sand out there around the main track because of rain. They had to fill it in a little bit, so it is sandy, But people were finding good stuff along the around the edge of the lake, out in the woods. I mean, people were pulling all kinds of stuff. It was just honestly, I was really impressed last year. I didn't think the place would hold that much history, but you never know what's beneath your feet, and that's what the whole hobby is,
Yeah,
Absolutely.
sure is. Well, I don't know that Rachel is. She gotten up with you, Phil?
No, I didn't get
Okay,
any Facebook
time's
message.
up. So
Yes, name.
Bruce Milligan, you're up.
What was the name, Jeff? I didn't hear.
Bruce Milligan. He's a YouTuber.
YouTuber Bruce Milligan. And he can text us, or I guess he can message you on YouTube, right?
I don't know if he can or not.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sometimes they go by so fast. He needs to text. That's the rules for everybody else. They'll apply to him as well.
Hey, Jeff.
Yep.
And this is no problem. Rachel Epstein had PM'd, so
She did?
yeah, she did win. But if the other gentleman does it, she'll get the prize too. No problem.
Okay. Well, Rachel, we're glad you won, kid.
Yeah. So if the other guy,
So Bruce Milligan, if you're watching, you got a text, man.
you got to do it quick. But
Yep. You got.
we don't have that long. We only have
You got about a minute left.
Absolutely.
Okay, I get it. I'm here.
Okay. So we got perfect.
What's your name, Bruce? Put your name on. Is this? I don't know if it's you, Bruce. Just put your name on the text.
Absolutely. That makes it
Yeah.
easy.
To help me out, I'm an old person. Remember, see this? It's all white. I'm old. Help me, please.
You gotta remember, he writes in caps. He's not yelling. Every time I see
Yeah.
a text from him, I gotta remember this is Jeff. He's not yelling at me.
Yeah, he's not
Yeah, I
yelling.
can't
We
see
should
it.
talk
That's
about
fine.
that. Yeah, because
By the way, Greg, if they're going to be seeing eye dogs at the hunt, I might need one.
I don't know. I might need when I take these off. I'm like Mr. Magoo squinting. I gotta rely. I've got like 8 or 9 different loop things that I bring with me every place, and I gotta use whichever one.
Yeah, I need
Jeff
a
is the
radio
nicest
control
guy, and
collar
he
or
just
something.
and for those folks out there who don't know, Jeff types in all caps because he can see it easier and type easier. So he's not yelling at anybody. He's just just does it.
Okay, Bruce got through. He's good. Bruce, you're good, my man.
Yeah.
You're going to get
So we
a
got all
beautiful
4 to win it.
T-shirt and a calendar, and you'll love
Yes.
that calendar.
And I love the T-shirt too. It looks kind of
That's
like
right.
this right here.
Yeah, I wear mine all the time. Matter of fact, I may be getting low on them. I don't know.
Absolutely.
That was a blatant hint. What can I say?
Yes. You'll get one.
Okay, we got about 3 minutes left. Anything else you want to get out there, Greg?
No, I just want to, I want to thank all the vendors and everybody that's stepping up. Chuck Smalley, you guys, Detect America, Ronwood Gold Diggers, Kellyco. The list is 2 pages long now.
It's an excellent cause, so I'm glad to see
and
jumping in
and all my private donors. I've got a lot of people that aren't vendors that are donating metal detectors. Custom mugs like this. Jerry's bringing a bunch of these again this year with Florida Hunt 7 on them.
Nice.
I've got somebody's donating 100. I can't think of the guy's name now. But he's donating. Maybe I think his name's Gary. He's got 100 towels that we're gonna have.
Nice.
I mean, yeah. I'm probably gonna. I've had to reorganize my office in the corner once, but I think I'm gonna have to do it again. So I got First Texas right here sitting next to me, and I gotta get everything packed up and get it over to storage. And it's gonna be great. And I hope you can make it up the second day.
Yeah, it would be nice if I could get up there. We'll have to see. It's
I'll be bringing all the swag from Myers.
Yeah, we have been, since this pandemic, our business has really grown with the detector business. And I think it's because people are wanting to get outside, do something they can do by themselves. Yep. And we've just been super busy. So it's kind of hard for me to shut down on a Saturday. It just is what it is. So,
and I do all this stuff for the hunt in between helping my wife with her business and then Home Depot. So I have like 4 hours of sleep a day. I get up, I drink, coffee, Mountain Dew. Oh yeah. And we've got some really cool, unique prizes this year. We've got, if anybody out there drinks Black Rifle coffee, they've donated about 30 bags of coffee. Yeah.
I saw that on
I got a couple more emails out, but I'm a couple other like non-detector related gifts, but I think it's too late, but hey, you never know.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's a good cause, and hopefully you'll raise a lot of money for the camp. Yep. So that's perfect. And Jeff, do you have something else you want to add in there, buddy?
No, I'm pretty good. So I was just making sure that Bruce Milligan knew where he had to send his info, treasuretalkshow@gmail.com. So with that being said, we got about 50 seconds left. So Phil, you want to do your thank yous?
Yes, I want to thank you, Greg, and I want to thank all of our members, because I think our Facebook page is, I know, well over 900 and some people on there. I want to thank the folks for YouTube for jumping on and checking it out, and hopefully they'll be able to get on up to Florida Hunt 7. And thank you guys for handing me the questions. And thank you, Jeff.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Okay, now my turn. I want to thank Phil, you, and I want to thank Philip Jr. for that fantastic concert. I want to tell you what, that was really great, and I think everybody really loved it and they appreciated it. Greg, we want to say thank you to you. We're looking forward to Florida Hunt 7. Anything that we can do to help you, make sure you post all the information on the Treasure Talk page. And
I already got, Soldier Freedom. Yep, I got you.
And we'll go from there. And, next week, who the hell do we have next week, Phil? Oh, I know what it is. I think I know what it is. Let's see. Maybe I don't, because I'm old. It is February 1st, Anderson Detector Shafts. So if you haven't gotten entered in the contest, y'all know how to do it on YouTube. find the video. And if you're on Facebook, find the Anderson Detector Shaft page, because what they're doing is they stepped up again. You go to their website and you pick out your prize. Any prize on their website, anything you want on their website is the prize. There's going to be one winner. So get her done. And after that, Phil, we'll see you soon. I'll see you definitely Monday night, and then I'll see you on the 6th. I'll be in Treasure Island from the 6th to the 13th. Phil and I are going to do a little hunting. We're going to do some skill schools and help out maybe a young man with his first detector. So with that being said, Greg, looking forward to seeing you. Phil, I'll see you later.
All right.
Josh, thanks.
Okay, guys.
Thanks, man. It was great.
All right.
All right.